Back in ancient days of higher development and consciousness, you would go up to the wise sage in nature on the foggy mountaintop who would be meditating in the center of a stone circle. Now, in late-stage sugar and plastic plutocracy, that has far too often been replaced by funnel marketers, the most successful of whom have McMansions on hills. The guru archetype has been digitized, fragmented into thumbnails and webinars and countdown timers. What was once initiation into the mystery has become unlock my secret seven-figure blueprint. The issue is not teaching. Human beings have always taught one another around fires and forests and temples and universities, and even through just voice or sometimes now on camera. The issue is when knowledge is transformed from a living transmission into a commodity whose primary proof of value is its profitability. The modern course-selling phenomenon in existence across many industries, where you find all these podcasts, channels, blogs that then remind you to buy their course for the secret gold, often operates on a recursive absurdity, where just like in the tech world you have meetings about meetings before the big client meeting, they are people teaching other people how to sell courses about selling courses. It becomes a hall of mirrors with no center, no craft, no gnosis, merely marketing gravity feeding on insecurity. The parts of the internet with ads create a planetary nervous system where every person is made to feel perpetually insignificant. Not rich enough, not optimized enough, not spiritually evolved enough, not productive enough. Then arrives the smiling avatar saying, "I escaped the matrix, buy my framework." What's fascinating is that the commodity being sold is rarely information, because information is almost free now. Entire libraries have been dissolved into the electronic ether. Philosophy, coding, music theory, agriculture, chemistry, etc. are all online for little to nothing, usually through these things called digitized books. What is actually being sold in expensive courses is a kind of hope fused with identity. People purchased a fantasy of transformation. They are not buying a course, they are buying proximity to certainty. The seller performs certainty with the theatrical intensity of a televangelist. This is why the aesthetic is always exaggerated confidence. Fat stacks of cash, rented Lambos, pseudo-Buddhist calm, alpha dominance, or some sort of charisma. It is cargo cult mysticism for the corporate age. Some courses are legitimate if they are essentially recorded university-style lectures on video. Skilled people can compress years of experience into these useful frameworks, yes. And apprenticeships through time have been excellent. A carpenter teaching carpentry is not a scam. A mathematician teaching mathematics is not a scam. A filmmaker explaining editing techniques is not a scam. We don't necessarily think James Cameron's masterclass is a scam by any means, primarily because there's decades of past body of work there to prove they can give long-form education value to millions of people. But the red flags appear when the main evidence that someone, usually a new someone, is qualified is merely that they became wealthy selling the course itself, rather than the thing the course is claiming to provide, which they won't admit but is usually the case. This is a closed ontological loop. It resembles a pyramid of simulated expertise. The thing produced is not the value, but aspiration, like a hallucinatory financial derivative detached from an underlying reality. Boulliard would have adored this, pure simulacra, signs referring only to signs. And psychologically, the course economy thrives because people are profoundly atomized. Initiation structures have collapsed and need to be brought back. Community has collapsed and needs to be brought back. Mentorship has collapsed and needs to be brought back. So lonely people wander into digital cults disguised as entrepreneurship programs. The old and real esoteric teachers at least sent you into the forest or jungle to dissolve your ego. The new faux esoteric teachers teach you how to optimize your personal brand. One leads towards mystery and filling your internal cup. The other towards a first-glance impressive LinkedIn profile with a hollow inside. The truly dangerous aspect is not monetary loss, which occurs, but epistemological corruption. People begin to confuse performance with wisdom, metrics with truth, virality with depth. A society unable to distinguish between a sage and an influencer enters a very turbulent water. Real learning is usually slow, humbling, nonlinear, and strangely unprofitable for many years. It often involves confusion, failure, and silence, and the internet promises transformation without any of those ordeals oftentimes. That promise alone should make one suspicious, because anything that truly transforms you tends first to dismantle you, and many of us need some dismantling before being rebuilt.